Hello, 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 y'all. It's your girl Tay here from Let's Talk Wild, bringing you another Naked and Afraid review and recap. This is Naked and Afraid, last one standing, though. Okay, this is the competition of all survival competitions. Okay, in my opinion. Okay, so this is season 3, episode 1, Outback Trial by Fire. We're gonna get into everything. The drama started like immediately. It was a lot going on, but I got y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all timestamps just in case you guys gotta come back, and pick up where you left off. Okay. We're gonna get into the survival challenge, but before we do, make sure you guys subscribe, like, and share, comment. Y'all know I love hearing what you guys have to say. Subscribe, support the channel by sending a donation to the Let's Talk Wild PayPal or Venmo. Everything will be in the description box. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. Ooh, this was so good. Ooh, this is the competition we've been waiting for. The drama, the surviving, it's a lot going on. Okay, so let's get into it. So the veteran survivalists will try to survive and compete in challenges for a month in the Australian outback, where only one of them will receive and win $100,000 and a PSR rating of 10.0, a perfect score, honey. Okay. So yeah. If you guys, I did a Meet the Survivalist live. I'll link it below. I'll link it at the top, just in case you guys want to get some background and backstory on the survivalist. Okay, we're not going to get into that right now because we got to get into the challenge. Okay, so you guys can watch that when you're done watching this, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, but yeah, let's get into Naked and Afraid, last one standing. So day one, everyone meets up and is sizing each other up. Okay, they know it's some fierce competition out there. Ain't is not gonna be a walk in the park. Okay, it's not gonna be. It ain't. It's just not. Patrick, the Legend Slayer, he is already like he's amped. He's pumped. The people was already annoyed by him online. But listen, I like Patrick. He's gonna give us some good TV. But I'll leave my thoughts for the end. Okay. So they are given one scroll and a fire starter, but no striker with the fire starter. So the competition begins. The challenge, they have to find a natural striker to get their fire started, a stone, a rock, something. Just to get the fire started. Then they have to find some bark to help transport the fire in the water. Swim to a raft target, like the raft target. Once it starts catching on fire, it gets on fire, they have to swim to shore, get another scroll, and the first two winners from the men and women get to choose what survival item they want, a bow or fishing gear. The women and men are competing separately. Okay, the last two, women and men, must face off in an elimination challenge on day 2. So let's get into the men. Okay, I'm not going to spoil it. I'll bring their pictures up when I'm done explaining, because I don't want to spoil who wins before I can explain to you guys what's been going on. Okay, so I'll bring up their ranking when I'm done. Okay, so for the men, Patrick, he gets his fire started. He finds some bark to set his fire on. He takes the fire and bark he heads into the water. Jamie gets his fire started. Matt is panicking, but Patrick is in the water and he gets his raft target lit and he swims to shore. So everybody was talking crap about Patrick, but Patrick is the first one to get his lit. Catch that. Okay, period. He takes a scroll and he chooses to take the bow. Jamie gets his raft target lit, swims to shore, grabs a scroll, and takes the fishing kit. Matt tries to light his raft target, but he realized it had water in it. So he just douses it in his fire into the water when he's trying to light it. So he has to swim back to shore and start over. Like, who knew? This was had us on the edge of our seats. Who knew Matt, the legend, was going to fumble this? Like it has to swim back and start over. Eh, Just already out the gate, just catching us by surprise. Okay. So Darren loses his coals in the water. So he goes back for more. Max gets his fire started and finishes in third. Darren finishes in fourth. Jermaine hits in the water, and Matt gets a huge fire started, and he burns himself. So he had to go back to shore, start over, and then he started over. But then the fire is so huge that he burns himself on the hand. Jermaine is blowing on his coal, trying to light the raft target. Matt is struggling with grabbing a stick because the fire is so big. And Trent, he finally gets his fire started and heads into the water. But Jermaine pulls through and finishes in fifth place. So this is the ranking right here. Patrick first, Jamie second, Max third, Darren fourth, Jermaine fifth, and Matt and Trent are in the bottom. Okay, yeah. Um, that's how it's ranking up, honey. Who would have knew that Matt was gonna be in the bottom? Like we didn't know. We didn't know. We wasn't expecting this. Next up, we have the women during their fire challenge. Kayla gets her fire started. The caveman queen, y'all know that's what I call her, honey. The caveman queen. So it's Kayla H. She gets her fire started. Laura follows up and gets her started. Kayla's bark that is holding her fire is catching on fire. It's hot, but she carries it to the water anyway. Laura is right behind her. When I tell you these are my girls, like Kayla and Laura, they are my girls. You got the caveman queen, Kayla, and then you just got the all around naked and afraid queen, Laura, period. So I'm rooting for them. They are my girls, honey. So and I love how they was just neck and neck. Laura is right behind her. Kayla gets her raft target lit and swims to shore. Laura gets hers lit and she swims to shore. They are neck and neck, but Kayla comes in first. So she gets a scroll and she chooses the fishing kit. Laura gets her scroll and chooses the bow. Suzanne comes in third. Chini got her fire started, but it was huge. And she was able to transport it. Child, I'm happy she didn't burn herself like Matt. Because that would have been absolutely not. So she transports it in the water, get her target lit. She comes in fourth. Kai finishes in fifth, and Trish and Kayla C are in the bottom. Here we go. Yes. Kayla H is in first. Laura is in second. Suzanne is in third. Chini is in fourth. Kai is in fifth. And Trish and Kayla C are in the bottom. Okay. So the bottom two women and men, they're gonna camp together and then they'll do a challenge on day 2. So we have 4 different zone camps with at least one survival item, a bow or a fishing kit at each zone. There are no sharing outside of campmates. Okay, you cannot share your items. That you can't share it. You can only share with your campmates, but you can trade, which I'm happy about. You can do a little barter, honey, a little trade. Can I, trade your fishing line for something? Okay. Waiting at the camps for each survivalist are blades, kangaroo hides, and one pot. Okay. So this is who we have linked up. We have Laura and Max at camp together. We have Kayla H, Darren, and Kai. Suzanne and Jamie. Patrick, Chini, and Jermaine. Matt, Trish, Kayla C, and Trent. Okay, so that's who we have. Now let's get into it. Laura and Max ain't really have nothing going on. But we're gonna get into the drama with the other folk. Okay, so let's get into who should we do. Let's do Patrick's camp. Patrick, Chini, and Jermaine, they meet up, and Patrick was shocked that Matt was in the bottom. Kayla H, Darren, and Kai, they find a boa, a snake, at their camp, immediately. Jamie and Suzanne meet up, and off the back there is a language barrier because y'all know Jamie is from Scotland. But Jamie is sneaky. He need a new nickname, the Sneaky Scotlander. The sneaky Scot, okay? Because he is sneaky, because he took the machetes and he lied and told Suzanne he found them and he gave her one. She hugs him, she's grateful, and he's like playing mind games. He's like, yeah, I'm building an empire and I'm gonna, leave them out to dry. So he is playing this game. Everybody thinks Patrick is the bad guy, but you gotta watch Jamie. You gotta watch him, okay? Yeah. So the up for elimination camp, we have Matt, Trent, Trish, and Kayla C. They meet up, and Trish, she can't believe Matt is in the bottom. The medic comes in to look at his hand that he burned, and he has third-degree burns, and the medic wraps it, and they'll check it in the morning, okay? So no one builds a shelter. They just getting a fire started. They boil some water. That's it. They're like, listen, we ain't got enough time to be building no shelters, whatever. They'll be sleeping on the ground and calling it a day. Okay. So night one, Patrick, his camp, they hear something walking near the camp. Now he goes down and he tries to check some things out, but I don't know. We ain't find nothing. I don't know if he found something. I don't think so. Unless it's some naked and afraid behind the scenes stuff. I don't know. It got clipped from editing. I don't know. But from my understanding, he ain't find nothing. So yes, we're still on Patrick's camp for day 2. Jermaine says, I love Jermaine's quotes. Jermaine has some great quotes. Okay. Jermaine says Australia is a bad itch. So they have to protect themselves from predators. So they make a cone-shaped shelter made with branches and covered in bark and leaves, and they find a huge spider while building. Here we go, a wolf spider. Yes, picture credit discovery, naked and afraid. But yes, a wolf spider. They said Patrick was saying, they gonna sting you. It's gonna feel like a bee sting. And then Discovery wrote on their Facebook page, honey, that they are not no threat to humans. Okay, so yes, a wolf spider. Okay, so that's what they found. Let's talk about, we talk about animals. Gotta throw the animals up there for this. This is a whole new format that I'm doing for you guys. Yes. I love it. So yes, they found a wolf spider. Now, Kayla H, her camp, they are exploring, and Kai is letting them know some Outback rules. Like one of them is don't mess with the snakes, okay? And they find some mussels to use as bait to fish. Kayla catches a huge fish, not a tilapia, but a huge fish. And as they are eating, the safety supervisor and a snake wrangler by the name of Steve, okay, shout out to Steve, comes in, and he lets them know that venomous snakes have been seen in the area and gives them a safety brief. Okay, the snake was the Taipan. So yeah, this is a inland Taipan. Okay, the Taipans bite. Their bite can take out 100 men with one bite. So these snakes are very dangerous. They are in Australia. This is not nothing to play around with. Like, this is serious stuff. Okay. So yeah, they let them know. They give them the safety brief, and that's what they doing. Now let's get to Suzanne and Jamie. So Jamie uses a grasshopper as bait and sets out some fishing lines. He then moves his stuff, and Suzanne, he moves both of their stuff. He moves her stuff as well, saying he's gonna lie to Suzanne and tell her Suzanne. I keep saying Suzanne, girl. I'm sorry, Suzanne. If I say Suzanne, I apologize. It's just going, girl. I'm trying to run through this. I can't listen. I'm sorry, girl. We know your name. I'm sorry. Suzanne tell her. Suzanne. He lies to Suzanne and tells her that he saw, someone, and they might have taken her stuff. Well, this is what he said he was going to say. He was going to lie to her and say that he saw somebody and somebody might have stole her, might have taken her stuff. He's playing nice, but he's going to leave them out to dry when it comes down to this competition, right? So Jamie catches a tilapia and does a rewind it. He does a celebratory cry. He's all loud, yelling, he's so happy. And Patrick hears him, right? Patrick walks over and tells Jamie to his face that he came to see if their fishing lines were out and he was going to take them, because all unattended items, honey, you could take. It's up for grabs. It's a free for all if it's unattended. And Jamie and Suzanne said they are steps ahead of him and he ain't taking anything. So Patrick leaves and Jamie is lying to Suzanne, saying he moved her items so Patrick wouldn't get them. Once again, she hugs him. She's thankful, so grateful for him, not knowing he's really playing her. He is really playing in her face. It's sad. They cook and eat their fish. Okay, now elimination camp. Okay, Matt takes the bandage off his hand and has some huge blisters. Okay, he gets his hand rewrapped and the elimination challenge begins. Another fire challenge that we will have to watch next week because that was the cliffhanger. Ooh, who do you guys think is going to win? Everybody thinks Matt is going to win, but nobody thought that Matt was going to be in the bottom. So you guys, you can't just base it off of what you think, honey. What you think, far as he been a legend. Trent might pull through, honey, and stay. We don't know. We're gonna just have to see. Okay. So let's get into my final thoughts and let's get into some fans' thoughts. So my thing is this. Okay, y'all like the music. I hope y'all like the music. Patrick is giving good TV. And Naked and Afraid, their X account, formerly known as Twitter, they retweeted what I wrote. I said, Patrick is going to give us great TV. I hope he doesn't get eliminated fast because I want to see him rock out. I want to see him do the drama, honey. Just give us the drama because I want to see survival and I want to see drama. Nobody wants a boring show. Like nobody wants that. We coming off of Naked and Afraid season 18 season that was not that exciting. Like I'm gonna be honest, love the show down, but we're just gonna be honest. So this right here, changing gears, I love this. I love it. But it's a good balance. I feel like Patrick gives a good balance. It's like in the show in general with this competition is a balance of survival and drama. And I know everybody, don't some people saying they don't like Patrick, but I think he's definitely one of the villains of the season and he doesn't care. And Patrick, um, he's good for TV. I don't care if you don't like him. He's good for TV. I don't care. Patrick said he's trying to slay some legends and get that 100,000. Wow, okay. And I'm here for it. If you guys steal some fishing lines, Patrick, do what you gotta do. Give us the drama, okay? The fans, like I said, they don't like Patrick or Trish. Which is crazy because I know in past challenges Trish has been rude or whatever. But listen, it is what it is. It's TV. Listen, Mama Trish is okay in my book, honey. But they don't like them. But Jamie is bad. Like they think Patrick is a problem. At least he's in your face with it. Jamie is a liar and a backstabber. So which one do you want? You want Patrick, who is going to come to your face like he did to Jamie and say, I'm going to take your fishing lines? Or do you want Jamie that's just a liar and backstabber that's going to manipulate you? You got to choose. Y'all sound off in the comments and let me know which one would you prefer. And I know some of y'all probably going to say neither, but no, y'all got to choose Patrick or Jamie. Which one? Okay. At least you know what Patrick is coming with. You know what's coming with him. Jamie, you don't know because he's a liar and a backstabber. Okay, yeah. But y'all let me know, leave a comment. Let me know how you guys are feeling about this first episode of Discovery's Naked and Afraid, Last One Standing, Season 3, Episode 1, Outback Trial by Fire. Okay, make sure you guys subscribe, like, share, comment, turn on your post notifications so you guys can be notified when I upload. Support, please support by sending a donation to PayPal or Venmo. And Let's Talk Wow. All the links will be in the description box. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode, enjoyed this review and recap. I can't wait to talk to you guys next week with the next episode. I'm so excited, y'all. I've been waiting for this. This is the drama that I've been needing from TV. Like, I like my reality shows, but if you give me survival, honey, TV with some drama, some good drama, with a good survivalist, a good cast, I'm here for it. And Naked and Afraid, Discovery, keep on giving it to us, period. I'll talk to you guys next time. Y'all already know it's a wild world out there, but keep surviving. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.